You have used it countless times, in your morning coffee, your favorite cakes, and hundreds of everyday foods. But have you ever wondered where sugar really comes from?
Before unloading, every shipment is weighed and inspected. Automated sampling systems measure the cane's freshness, moisture, fiber, and sugar concentration. After approval, the entire load is released into the factory's receiving system. Hydraulic platforms lift the trailers, sending tons of freshly harvested cane to massive hoppers. Inside the harvester, the cane is cleaned and chopped into uniform pieces. Powerful fans remove loose leaves before the freshly cut material is transferred into transport trailers.
In less than 48 hours, a rough living plant has been washed, crushed, purified, concentrated, crystallized, separated, dried, inspected, and packaged.
When the sugar content reaches its peak, harvesting begins. Powerful machines cut the cane close to the ground, remove unwanted leaves, and feed the stalks into an automated process. The prepared cane now enters the crushing mills. Under immense mechanical pressure, the rollers squeeze open millions of broken plant cells.
The extracted juice is still far from clean. It contains fine cane fibers and other solid material. Vibrating screens remove these larger particles. Inside the clarifier, the purification becomes visible, settles slowly to the bottom as dark mud. Even the settled mud still contains valuable sugar. Vacuum filtration recovers the remaining sweet liquid, returning it to the process. The clarified juice still contains a large amount of water. Inside multiple effect evaporators, heat removes this moisture in carefully controlled stages. Vapor from one. After repeated evaporation, the thin juice becomes a dense, golden syrup with a much higher sugar concentration. Once its purity and consistency are confirmed, when the syrup reaches supersaturation, microscopic seed crystals are introduced. These tiny particles provide the foundation on which dissolved sucrose molecules can begin building larger crystals. Under precisely controlled conditions, the seed crystals continue to grow. More syrup is added gradually, and dissolved sucrose attaches to crystal until the pan contains millions. Under precisely controlled conditions, the seed crystals continue to grow. More syrup is added gradually, and dissolved sucrose attaches to crystal until the pan contains millions. Once the crystals reach the correct size, the thick mixture is known as massicouite. It is discharged from the vacuum pan and transferred into crystallizers for the next stage of controlled cooling. Once the crystals reach the correct size, the thick mixture is known as massicouite. It is discharged from the vacuum pan and transferred into crystallizers for the next stage of controlled cooling. Crystallization does not stop when the vacuum pan is emptied. As the massicouite cools slowly, additional sugar leaves the surrounding syrup and becomes part of the existing crystals. Crystallization does not stop when the vacuum pan is emptied. As the massicouite cools slowly, additional sugar leaves the surrounding syrup and becomes part of the existing crystals. The cooled massicouite is now delivered to powerful industrial centrifuges. Each sealed basket is filled with a precise quantity before accelerating to extremely high rotational speed. At high speed, centrifuges the heavy mother liquor through the basket's fine opening. The sugar crystals are too large to pass through, so they remain behind, while the crystal's carefully controlled wash removes the final coating of molasses. The cycle must be brief and precise, enough to clean the crystals without dissolving. When the separation cycle is complete, the centrifuge slows and releases its load. The result is recognizable white, but the crystals are still warm, wet. The freshly separated crystals now enter a high-capacity dryer. Warm, filtered air removes the remaining surface moisture while the rotating drum keeps the sugar moving, preventing. Approved packages are grouped into cartons and stacked by robotic systems. Each pallet follows a calculated pattern designed to protect the sugar throughout storage, handling, and long-distance transport.
Every package is sealed and inspected automatically. Check weighers confirm its weight, vision systems examine the closure, and safety detectors provide protection before shipment. From the silos, finished sugar enters fully automated packaging lines. Precision weighing systems load everything from household bags to large commercial sacks. Approved sugar is transferred into enormous sealed silos. Controlled temperature, humidity, and airflow protect the crystals until the packaging lines are ready to receive them. Every batch undergoes strict laboratory inspection. Technicians verify its purity, moisture, color, crystal size, and ability to dissolve cleanly. Before final approval, the sugar passes through multiple protective systems. Magnetic separators, metal detectors, and dust control equipment remove or detect even the small. Drying leaves the sugar crystals warm. Before further handling, filtered air cools them to a stable temperature, protecting their texture and moisture from forming during storage. Once cooled, one crushing stage is not enough. The fibers pass through several mills, while carefully controlled hot water helps dissolve the sugar still trapped inside.
The journey begins far from the kitchen. In vast green fields of sugarcane plants grow beneath the sun. Inside every mature stalk lies the natural juice. To begin purification, a precise amount of lime milk is added to the heated juice. This process, called liming, neutralizes the juice's natural acidity. The screened juice is carefully heated before chemical clarification. Precise temperature control reduces its viscosity. It improves the purification reactions. Before harvesting begins, specialists inspect the crop for maturity. The concentration of natural sugar must reach the correct level, because every stage that follows,
Clean cane is now prepared for extraction. Rotating knives cut it into smaller pieces, while powerful shredders tear open the tough plant fibers.
A precisely measured quantity of lime is introduced into the heated juice. This controls acidity and causes many microscopic impurities to join together.
Freshly harvested sugarcane must reach the factory as quickly as possible. Once the stalks are cut, their natural sugar content slowly begins to decline, beginning a race against time.
Once the crystals reach the correct size, the thick mixture is known as massicwheat. It is discharged from the vacuum pan and transferred into crystallizers for the next stage of controlled cooling.